Hi, it's Jessie with Plan with Jessie. And I'm back here with the Recollections Traveler's Notebook from Michaels that I made a video about previously. And I have used this for a short weekend trip we did to Milwaukee, and I thought I would show you how I used it. So this notebook came with one insert, so I just used the insert that came in here. It had a flamingo on it. So before the trip started, well, this I just added just now. It says Milwaukee. But before the trip started, I put information down about the hotel, and then the event we were going primarily for was the actually I think it was Veg Expo, but I wrote Veg Fest, but a vegan vegetarian festival. So I put the information there about that. And then I wanted to try a few different food places, so I wrote down all of the different food places that I found that I thought sounded good, and when they were, their hours of operation, their phone numbers, and their addresses. And I sort of did this over time as I found things. I made notations in my bullet journal, and then once was the day before the trip, I wrote it down here a little bit more nicely, so it was easy to read. And then I put in here a few possible activities. We ended up not having enough time to do any activities because we had the Veg Expo, and then we spent a lot of time at the pool at the hotel, so we didn't really get to those. But this will be good to have for next time, the locations of different museums and sort of tourist spots with how much it costs to get in there, their hours of operation, and their addresses. And then I made a packing list. This was the packing list that I used for this trip, but honestly this is a very similar packing list for any trip where I take my daughter with me. This is the stuff that we would need. Yeah, so this is great both for before your trip and then once you're at the hotel and you're packing up to go home, to read this again and make sure that you've packed everything that you haven't already used up to go back home. And so then once we got home, which was about an hour ago or maybe 2 hours ago, I printed off a few pictures. And also during the weekend I saved stickers and you'll see some little other cards and things that I thought would go in here well. The way I do memory keeping, I don't try to make it a very complicated process because then I know that I will never finish it. So I just do a few pictures, a couple little odds and ends stickers, that kind of thing, and I try and get it done as soon after the trip as possible. The longer I leave it, the more likely it's just not going to get done. So I'm already finished with this. I still want to do a little written journaling, but I have the pictures and that kind of thing done already. So this was Ian's Pizza. It's macaroni and cheese vegan pizza, which is really good, and I was really happy about it, so there's that. The other highlight food-wise was Babe's Ice Cream. They have a lot of vegan flavors there. I actually got a vegan shake. And then we tried Holy Moly Donuts. They have a bunch of vegan options as well. And this was actually, I cut this off the donut box. So that's a little cardboard piece there that I cut off the box. And then here is Milwaukee Veg Fest. Again, I think it's Expo, but I put that wrong. I cut this off from the little handout pamphlet they gave us. This was their logo. It was a little heart in the shape, I'm sorry, it's a bunch of fruits and vegetables in the shape of a heart, which I thought was just adorable. And then my daughter made this. They had a little kids craft area, so she made me that there. And this is a picture of what I bought. It was a t-shirt that said Praise Satan, which, if you're not familiar, is a vegan meat substitute. And then a couple buttons that I got as well. And then here's just a picture of a cool park that we found right across the street from the vegetarian event. And it was a really beautiful day, so that was a great find. And then that's it. I probably used up, I guess this is the halfway of the insert, so I still have another half. So I don't know if I'm just gonna shelve this as is and maybe save it for our next trip, and use the second half for another trip. Like I said, I did want to do a little bit of journaling, but I might be able to fit that in the pages back here. So that's it. So that's how I personally use a traveler's notebook to record and memory keep travel. Let me know if you have any questions, and thanks for watching. Bye.